right, so I'm assuming this is a sight lap. This is a sight lap for Kazuya Taguchi and Simon Olsen. Kazuya Taguchi got the victory in St. Louis last year. He's been on the podium, not winning, but getting third place earlier this year. And let's break down the course here, Ryan. Again, for those fans that are just joining us or unfamiliar with Formula Drift. Decel area is denoted by the red, but also inside, outside. What do we got?
You've got that first outside zone right after initiation, the second outside zone coming across after that second decel zone, then wrapping back around to the one and only inside clip, a second, or rather a third decel zone right before you get to outside zone 3, and then coming across the finish line. A very traditional figure 8 drifting course. The red marks on the course for the decel zones come directly from the telemetry data that pulls off those cars. We're looking at the physical behavior that the majority of cars are implementing while they're driving, so that predictability is able to be put into the minds of a chase driver.
Some great insight there. Thank you, Ryan. Kazuya Taguchi will lead run 1 of this Royal Purple Top 16 battle. Kazuya Taguchi, Simon Olsen. Kazuya taking out Dean Carnage Carney. A little bit of a tumultuous one earlier. Here we go. Kazuya initiating into that first outside zone. Simon Olsen dropping into formation. Now Kazuya into that second outside zone. The up garage ISR performance. Jerry Yang produced vehicle, and Simon Olsen, look at that. Man, he is, again, for never driving an S chassis until this year, the 4th round, he's making it look really easy. But again, a great lead run by Kazuya Taguchi. It bears repeating. You can only have a good chase run if you got a good lead run, and Kazuya put the car in the right places.
Well, it's pretty clear that the stewardship of Odibachi with that car with Olsen has certainly turned the tables for him in the positive. Taguchi, on the other hand, has been building this amazing profile in drifting for many, many years, and he's had so many instances. I mean, look at that transition back around. He didn't fully get deep back at the beginning of that outside zone, but he has just consistently been better and better over time, and it manifested itself last year in St. Louis, but we're seeing more consistency from him more regularly.
All right, taking a look here. Let's alternate the order. Simon Olsen, Kazuya Taguchi. Simon Olsen leading. Taguchi giving chase, waiting. And there we go. So you can see the lights both on the wall and right in between the drivers. Once they extinguish, they're allowed to leave the line. The chase car can actually leave the line prior to the lead car, but the lead car needs to wait till they extinguish. Simon Olsen, big nasty angle. That first outside zone hits it and quits it. And Kazuya Taguchi, you can see him nosing in. Simon Olsen, big massive angle. That second outside zone, that allows Kazuya Taguchi. I mean, these guys are looking almost identical in their lead and in their chase. And this is going to be a hard one. I mean, here we are splitting hairs, Ryan. You know, we had that one more time between Gucci and Odi, and here we are, Olsen and Taguchi. And I think this is the shape of things to come, man. You know, look at that. See a little fist bump there for Simon Olsen, and look at that, all hands on deck in the Forsberg Racing Camp.
The points of difference on this track are going to be very important, so to speak, because once, as we said in the open, proximity is going to be around the majority of the time. You know, the drivers are driving at a slower speed, and really it becomes about managing your line and your angle as a chase driver. Olsen right there gives a great lead run to Taguchi. Taguchi gave a great lead run to Olsen. And now what the judges are going to have to do is dissect little small nuances to see if that swings their favor in one driver over the other. And in this case, you can see there's a lot of similarities between that last battle. Both of them had a little bit small mistakes, could have been a little bit deeper in the zone, maybe could have had a duration of proximity a little bit longer, but overall, if this is what we're going to be getting for the top 16, imagine what it's going to be like in the Grade 8 and Final 4. It's a great showing here by both competitors.
Yeah, that's why I said just, you know, I think the driver's going to have to beat themselves in order for the other driver to advance on. You know, everybody's just going to be pushing it to the limit as we look at our BC Racing Go for Gold side-by-side. BC Racing, the official suspension of Formula Drift.
Yeah, you can see here Taguchi on the left in the lead, on the chase in the right. If you're a judge at home, what are you looking at? Where are the points of difference? Is there anything for your standard of a one more time or driver A or driver B that makes you get the intuition to go one direction or the other? Very close battle here.
All right, you see, again, Japan versus Norway. And now Chris Forsberg's team, again, there's Jimmy, there's Jason, they're working on the car. Truth be told, I think these one more times might be helping Chris Forsberg here. Taguchi and Olsen, oh, we're seeing it. Oh, Simon Olsen. Simon Olsen gets the victory. So Simon Olsen with the fist bump and fist pump. Here, real quick.